97.9 GRT Rocks. Say it's Jana. Joined by a very special guest, Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless. Thank you for talking with me.
No, thank you for having me on.
For sure. Definitely want to talk about your new album, Who You Sellin' For, out in October. I love that title. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, it's obviously it's a song on the record, so that's where it stemmed from. But when we were going through different options of titles, that one kind of stuck out because we thought it was interesting to pose a question to the audience and see how they would interpret it. And since it's the record's kind of a classic rock, eclectic record, it seemed it seemed appropriate for some reason, and that it was the one we went with, and it feels like the right choice.
Well, I agree. I totally dig it. So this is your third album. In your opinion, how has the band and your sound evolved since Light Me Up, your first album out in 2010?
Well, we're older.
Right. We have aged.
My voice has certainly changed. I mean, considering I was 15 on the first record. I think that we've organically just evolved and gotten better, I hope. I think that individually and as a band, we've all grown in our own right. Touring the world and 3 records later, hopefully that experience leads to better things. So I think we're better. I think we got better.
I guess I didn't realize though that you were 15 when your first album came out. When I was 15, I was not putting out albums. I was like just trying to grow up my bangs.
I was doing that as well. So.
Yeah, I think that's what every girl does at that certain time in your life. So I was checking out all the stuff that's going on with you, going on with the Pretty Reckless, and did I see that you were actually working on a book?
I'm working on a couple, but I don't know if they'll ever see the light of day. Slow and steady, but yes.
So I saw that it's not an autobiography. Would it be fiction?
It's a couple different things. I don't want to get too detailed because it's going to take a minute.
No,
but, maybe one day it'll actually come out.
Gotcha. Well, there is a lot going on. You guys are busy going on tour with Soundgarden. You actually have a show coming out May 17th at the Fox Theater in Detroit. So Soundgarden coming up. You've toured with Nickelback, with Hailstorm, to name a few. Is there any band that would be just like a dream band that you're like, oh, if we could tour with them, that would be awesome?
Soundgarden.
Yeah, and you're doing it.
No, I know it's insane. Soundgarden's one of my favorite bands of all time. So it's pretty amazing that we get to open for them.
So very cool. Talking about other influences, so it sounds like Soundgarden's certainly one of them. Were there bands that you just remember jamming out to so much that you feel like influences the work that you do?
Well, the Beatles. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Soundgarden, The Doors, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, the Eagles,
You're like,
the
I could go
Brothers,
on.
which was pretty amazing because we got to Warren Haynes plays on one of our songs called Back to the River on this latest record, and that was kind of a dream come true as well. He really elevated that song to a whole new level.
Well, awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you've got a ton of people who've been important to you, who've influenced you. Is there anyone that you've met that has just made you completely starstruck, or does that not really happen to you because you've just met a lot of cool people?
It's less that I've met a ton of people and more just that I think I've been in this industry for so long that we're all just people. So especially in the music world, once you've toured, if you're a touring band, there's an immediate kind of mutual respect that if you don't tour, you don't know what that lifestyle is like. So I think that I don't really there's no starstruck. We're all just people, trying to do the same thing, trying to work hard and make good music.
Very cool. I can see that. So I think it was last year that I heard that an acoustic album maybe was in the works. Is that still a thing?
That's still a thing. Again, don't know when, but it's still a thing. I've got lots of ideas percolating, and so it's hard to find the time to get them all done. But we're working on it. I mean, right now we just got back from South America, and then obviously we're on a touring cycle right now. But we're working on some new visual content and stuff that will be coming out shortly. So that's the focus at the moment. But yeah, no, and I'm sure an acoustic record will come out at some point. It is in the works.
Awesome. Would that be more of your music, or would you think about throwing some covers in there? Have you thought about that?
I would. I mean, I have a couple ideas. I mean, we just did a cover of "Cinnamon Girl" by Neil Young. So maybe we throw that on there. I don't know. I've got a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts.
Gotcha. Well, back to the new album, Who You Sellin' For? We have been rocking, oh my God, and Take Me Down here on GRD. I know it's an impossible question. It just is. Is there one song, though, on the new album that you are most liking right now, that you most enjoy playing live?
I mean, that's the most impossible question.
Right. Yep.
I mean, it switches daily. So, I mean, currently I'm rocking Oh My God, just because it's the new single, and it's one of my babies. That was one of the first songs written for the record, and it was kind of like a stream of consciousness. So it's just kind of poured out of me. So that one's very close to me. Live, that one's a lot of fun, and we love playing Hangman and Take Me Down and Who You Selling For and Prisoner, and should just list the whole record.
Every single one. Love
Every
it.
single one.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me, Taylor. Everyone, go get the Pretty Reckless new album, Who You Selling For. Be sure to see them on tour with Soundgarden. Taylor, thanks again.
No, of course. Thank you so much.